RSC Project Update 2. Welcome to Update 2. It has been about 4 weeks since our last partner updates on the progress of our farms. The RSC project that is currently supporting farmers in 2 communities in the Urea district in the northern region has reached its peak stage. In this update, we shall share our progress so far. Insurance. Last month began with the finalization of the insurance policy with the Ghana Agricultural Insurance Pool (GAIP). Per the policy, we successfully insured all 54.5 acres of lands, that is 21.8 hectares. This insurance policy covers the shortfall of the district's crop yield index caused by drought, excess rainfall, flood, windstorm, uncontrollable pests, and diseases. As shared earlier, this forms part of our due diligence protocol. Appreciations to the GAIP Tex in Tamale, Mr. Samuel, for the supportive role. Urea distribution. As shared earlier, our major challenge during last month was securing urea for our farmers. Likely, our partners from MOFA and Yara Ghana played supportive role in securing all fertilizers for our farmers. All farmers received necessary urea fertilizers ahead of the recommended time for application. Community-trained technical support teams were tasked to securely store and distribute fertilizers. The distribution phase took us into the night due to transportation and logistic challenges.
So currently we are uploading the second batch. It's been a very long night. I'm here with Maxwell and then Paul with the team, and then the community contact person, Hoodie, is helping us to upload
Farm visitation and monitoring. The team began the first farm visitation on Wednesday, 7th July 2021, and the second was on Friday, 23rd July 2021. 2 communities were visited the same day. Every single farm was visited to ensure accurate recommendations and status reports. These visits helped the technical team note farmers that needed extra monitoring to reduce farming risk. In our first visit, our farms went past a week without rain causing drought. This was evident in the leaves, as at the time of our visit, we had 2 days more to rainfall according to the Yara weather app. In our second visit, crops were looking healthy. Crops showed great improvement after our last visit. Farmers maintained good agricultural practices. Yumza, Napaili community. In our first visit, most farmers had a great score in farm management. Weeds were well controlled and the application was on schedule. Farmers were advised on when to apply the next phase of fertilizers. The visible pest in this community is the armyworm. Almost all farms had various degrees of armyworm infections. However, due to the growth stage of the plant, the infection had less impact on subsequent growth. Nonetheless, farmers were given both organic and inorganic options to curb the rate of infection. All farmers were present at their farms for the technical feedback from the team. Solomborbune, Ngodua community. In our first visit, we met farms with good agricultural practices. Farms were cleared and the right amount of fertilizers applied. We continue to acknowledge the role of MOFA and other NGOs working in the sector that have committed so many resources in the training of farmers in this sector. Nonetheless, we have our refresher training with all our farmer groups. In our farm visitation, we recommended additional inputs depending on soil types and growth rates. Farmers in this community were welcoming to our extension services. The visible pest was the armyworm. The technical team recommended organic and inorganic methods of curbing the pest. Did you know garlic, neem tree leaves, and pepper can help you curb armyworm? Our farmers were thrilled as well. Conclusion. In both communities, maize and rice farms were a few weeks to the application of urea. Farmers were often at their farms keeping gate against animals and farm works as well. All inputs were secured before the sudden hike of market prices. Farmers were excited to have been able to secure all inputs to keep to schedule. Farmers were also open to the technical feedback the team offered. We are looking forward to the farm visitation for August. Also looking forward to planning a field trip for all our sponsors later in the month. This we believe would give the chance to monitor progress as well as a check-in with the farmers.
So this is our first farm visit in July. We started the project in June and now we're here in July. So I'm here with the rest of the team. Maxwell is here and then Jevin is holding the camera. So we visited two communities here, about 35 to 37 acres of land, all in one day, checking for crop size, fertilizer and all that stuff. So stick and stay with us here on the RSC Project. Farm up.